that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you run in a haunted house with no ghosts. You know what I mean? But
Hello world. Today is the day. So if you have been following us, today is the last visit for me to hang out with Travis and the guys. Josh, I think, is giving a tour currently. But today's the day is the last day that I get to hang out in Malvern Manor with the spirits. So if you have been following us, you know that we started off in Malvern Manor, kind of learning about the history, and then also doing the entity clearing of Travis and Josh. Both of them talked about how good they felt, and then it continued on. The second video was about clearing the technology to see if maybe anything in the technology was adding to the house. And I know, Travis, I think, like, you've been getting a lot more activity now that you have since that last visit, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So today is where we will be going through and actually clearing the spirits out. I've already told Travis this, but I wanted to talk a few minutes about why I'm choosing to do it the way that I am. When we went through originally and did the first tour, not all of the spirits were ready to leave. I've spoke with a number of spirits twice already, and I've got some confirmations from a handful of spirits that they want to be able to move on. So I'm not going to be clearing out the entire house. I'm only going to be clearing out the spirits that want to leave. Because sometimes, spirits just want to stay because they're comfortable. They're not ready to move on for whatever reason. So the process that I have chosen, and I sat with this for a while because I care very much about what I do. I care very much about these spirits, and I care very much about where they're going. If you have followed us and listened to us, you know that it seems like they've just kind of been stuck in a life of solidarity, but then also not being able to be themselves. I know Gracie is stuck with her personalities. It seems like Susie can't leave her room. The one, I feel like we've actually seen the most interaction and improvement with him, because he started out very aggressive, and now he's more like chilling out with everybody. And, I mean, like what you said, what was it, yesterday or on Thursday? What did he say, Travis?
Oh, he said something about friend, like your friend or something. Yeah.
Right. And that was way different than what it was in the beginning, because I think in the beginning he told us to get the fuck out and he didn't want to talk to us. So also, if you've been following, there was question about whether or not the one was an entity, and I think through this process we've learned that the one he's just a regular spirit, just like the other spirits that are there. But I feel because he was much more upset about some of the things that he went through, that's why he was able to be bigger and overtake some of the other spirits. Because a lot of the spirits would hush down and not talk when he would come around. So the goal is to be able to clear the one out and some of the other spirits that want to leave. And I am choosing to call upon the energies, angels, Saint Michael the Archangel, and Saint Anthony, the patron saint for lost things and lost souls. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I think what we decided was that we were going to go ahead and just start talking about the clearing, and Travis is going to take me room by room. And Travis, I don't know if you want to have your radio on or anything like that. But really quickly, let's put us in a bubble of protection. Let's go ahead and get that done and centered. So go ahead and close your eyes for me. Take a couple deep breaths. We're going to breathe in. Breathe out. We can try to call upon some spirits to come if you want.
Yeah, because this is kind of like the main funnel into the rest of the building. So,
Right.
If anybody would like to move on, we're going to help you with that today. If you want to, please follow me. We're going to go to the rest of the building and let everyone else know, but we'll be meeting in the main eating area. I heard aid and then genuinely reaching heaven.
Oh, hear the chatter right now, so obviously they're excited. Because I feel like between the last two visits, we kind of got pinpointed who was really wanting to leave. I know we talked to the one, we talked to Rebecca. She was one that was concerned about whether or not she would be able to move on. I mean, I'm willing to invite Gracie as well, Susie, Janice, and any other spirit who, is lost and who wants to be able to move on. And I'm also going to call upon the light to basically anytime a spirit in that place wants to be able to move on, all you have to just say is, I want to move on, or I don't want to be here anymore. And the light will open. And I've called upon St. Michael and St. Anthony to come to assist them out. That way they can move on.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll head to Rebecca's room now. Let's see.
All right.
Rebecca, I'm going to come in for a second.
Rebecca, I'm here. I hope you remember me.
I do, right as I turn the radio on.
Good. I'm so glad. Rebecca, I've sat long and hard about how I wanted to help you and the other spirits go on. So I've called upon St. Michael, the Archangel, and St. Anthony to come help you move home. So if you are interested in coming out and leaving Malvern Manor and going home, I invite you to come so that you can cross into the light.
It sounded like she said go. What, like, I don't know, it was like a get out of here go or like go. Yeah. Like she wants to go. It was like a pleasant, like go.
Okay. All right. I remember that.
Everybody in this area, we're gonna try and help you move on. If anybody wants to follow me and move on to another, or move on and not be stuck here, you're more than welcome to join us. Well, right when I turned the radio up, it said release and go.
Yeah.
But it was two different voices, so yeah.
Right. Has one, are you here?
One, are you following me? I am.
All right. Well, I didn't want you to think I forgot about you. I've been thinking about you a lot. I hope you're ready to move on.
It's almost, yeah, didn't quite catch it, but it sounded like I am.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we can head to the curvy hallway, or the bloody hallway. Go to, yeah. Okay. Well, that's pretty much most of the building. I don't know.
That's all right. By now they would all know. So
Yeah.
even the spirits in the basement, they would hear the chatter upstairs. So peeking their heads in and seeing what's going on.
There's Josh.
Hi, how are you?
Sweaty.
Yeah, is it hot there?
Super nasty, yeah. It's actually a really nice day. It's hotter now.
Yeah, he's Mr. Tour Guide today.
Travis, tell me how you're feeling about everything.
Actually feeling really good.
Good. I'm curious because I didn't know. This has been weighing on me for a little bit. Like not heavy, but just from an emotional aspect of it, that I feel so bad that they've been here for as long as they have been.
Yeah.
And, people have come and interacted with them quite a bit. And it's like, they're interacting with all these people, but yet, is it what they really wanted? So, have you built like an emotional connection with them? Like, are you feeling any kind of way? Like, when you come the next time, what if they're not here? Yeah, how's that going to make you feel?
I don't know. I mean, like, with just my past, I'm like really good at saying goodbye to people, I guess. So like
Right,
not in like a negative way, but just in yeah.
right,
And like personally, I don't want to ever make anybody or any spirits feel like a jumping monkey, like that has to command or jump on my
right,
command. So
right,
yeah, so it feels really good to be able to help, and yeah,
right,
I think I don't know. It's a lot of my nerves are like my feelings are like anticipation to see what happens, basically.
right.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask too about all the haters that didn't want us to clear or do anything like that. Like, what are your
That's
thoughts?
not.
Yeah.
But that was my. Excuse me. That was my initial thought process as well. It's like, well, I mean, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you run in a haunted house with no ghosts. You know what I mean? But that's not the intention of it. So, like for the haters or whatever, I understand that initial snap judgment, but that's not.
Yeah.
That wasn't the intent of this. The intent was simply to, if they were bound here in any way, now they're not, and now they're able to go wherever they want, which is awesome to me. It's like that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
It's like I certainly don't want anybody to be uncomfortable or anything like that here for sure. But yeah, so I mean,
That's like I said, I didn't want them to be my jumping monkeys. They're not like a circus.
Yeah, no, nobody wants that. I mean, that's ridiculous. So I still think that this was a success. I think I would chalk that up as a win for sure.
Yeah.
We can go and get started. So, all right. So, Travis and any of the Facebook followers, if you want to send your intention of helping them cross over, I welcome it. This is something that has become really important to me because, I don't want to say I've created a bond with these spirits, but just being able to interact with them and then share some stories of what, they've gone through and to be able to watch the transformation of the one and connect with Rebecca. I really want them to be able to move on and do their spiritual journey. Next time I come walk through this with you, like, I don't want to hear any of them talking to me unless they have chosen to come back to say hi. I don't want them to talk and be stuck there. I want them to be able to go freely and come back, So let's go ahead and get started. So Travis, if you want to go ahead and close your eyes with me, I'm going to go ahead and run through all of it, and I will let you know when I am finished. Okay.
Okay.
I call upon Saint Michael the Archangel, protector and defender in battle. Come to us in our hour of need. These lost spirits need to be free and desire to be free as they have lost their purpose in life and are tied to this place and to the earthly realm. You, Saint Michael, defender of the unfortunate warriors and those who have experienced hardships, and is the angel of our soul purpose, I ask that you strengthen us and assist those spirits who are lost and desire to be released. I humbly ask that you assist us in releasing these spirits that wish to leave by breaking the bonds, chains, attachments, cords, tethers, and burdens that they carry, and release the spirits that want to leave. For whatever reason, if those bonds cannot be broken or they cannot be released, I ask that you heal them so they can move to their next phase of their spiritual journey. Those who are released, I ask that you guide them into the next chapter of their journey and protect them from harm and anything that can harm them. I ask this with ease, speed, grace, love, and kindness. Thank you. I now call upon Saint Anthony, he who assists in finding lost souls and lost things. Come to us in our hour of need, for these spirits are lost and need a guide to guide them to the light. Saint Anthony, who has guided children in finding their path of life, who's been called upon to find the most precious items for those who are in need of them, and he who has guided the lost souls home to the light and on their next journey. I humbly ask that you give us strength and assist those spirits here who want to leave. Guide them on their journey, keep them safe, and remind them that they do not have to be afraid, for you, Saint Michael, and Spirit will always be with them. I humbly ask that you guide them to the light that will be opened to these lost souls, and I ask this with ease, speed, grace, love, and kindness. Thank you. At this time, I call upon Saint Michael, the Archangel, defender of battle, Saint Anthony, the finder of the lost souls, and I call upon the universal light spirit, the creator of all, to open up the path, the light, and let it shine as bright as possibly can be seen. I ask that you also open the light to the lost souls that are here in a different timeline, different plane of this location, if they wish and desire to go home, to move on, to start their next chapter. I command that this light opens anytime a lost soul here wishes to leave and to move on to their next chapter of their spiritual journey. I ask that any bond, tether, burden, cord be broken to those lost spirits that can move on. I call upon Saint Michael and Saint Anthony to assist them in their time of need. I ask this with ease, speed, grace, love, and kindness. Now at this time, I call upon the lost spirits who have communicated with us. The one, Rebecca, Gracie, Susie, Janice, and any other spirit who is lost who wishes to be healed and to move into the light. I ask that you move into the light and follow Saint Michael and Saint Anthony. I now command that all tethers, chains, cords, attachments, burdens, anything that is keeping these lost spirits here be broken. I call upon Saint Michael to end their battle and to free them from this plane. These souls are now forgiven. I forgive you. The Creator forgives you. You are forgiven. You are now free. Saint Anthony, I call upon you to guide these spirits to the light and out of this plane and onto their next journey. Follow the light. I send you with goodbye and love so that you can ease into the phase of your next journey. I ask that this be done in all timelines and every direction of time with ease, speed, grace, love, and kindness. We honor you, Saint Michael and Saint Anthony, for your service and are thankful for you for your guidance, strength, and assistance. To our Creator, the Divine, we honor you and thank you for assisting us in releasing these spirits. And we are honored to do your work and your bidding to better serve you and the universal love that you have provided to us all. Thank you. Okay.
That was interesting.
I won't cry.
Yeah, I felt like a hand touched my shoulder.
All right. So, now is the time. We call for them to go into the light. Do you want to give it some time before we call out their name and see if they're still here? How does the room feel right now?
It feels calm, but that was interesting because it felt like someone walked up behind me and put their hand on my shoulder for a minute, and then. But I don't know if that was just me. Yeah. It feels like there's less people here. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I don't know if that is because there is less people in the building now, but yeah.
All right, well, I mean, only one way to find out. You can turn your radio on and see if there's anybody that's present in the room with you.
Yeah. If anybody's here, can you talk to me over my radio?
No house most. It's about 1.6. You're again about it. I need this. Here's the go. People, yeah.
Or they leave and then people gathered. If you're here, can you tell me what your name is?
Chapter 27.
Following the horrific
Document.
What is your name?
Killed at the feet. He does fix spirit. Which said that
I don't know. I'm not getting much. I'm getting things that sound like they're outside people, not, yeah. Talking about they left or there was a gathering. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, I called upon the spirits that we originally had agreed and talked about them moving on. So, you know, and I left it open for any of the other spirits that wanted to be able to move on too. So I'll be interested to see if you get Susie or the one or any of them that come over the radio and say that they're still here.
Yeah.
So what we just heard was not them.
Yeah.
So
I generally just have spirits that follow me around too, and
right.
I mean, we call them what are they? The operators. Like, there's operators that'll help you communicate with
Right. Yeah, like
spirits
your
through the
spirit
radio.
guides. Yeah. Does it feel lighter?
Yeah.
All right, good.
It's yeah. And we can head maybe back into the nurses station and just see if
Yeah.
anybody's there.
I was just telling you earlier, like, we had a group that was here last week that lasted 30 minutes. They were gone, like 30 minutes. Like, they drove 2.5 hours to get here and stayed for 30 minutes and then just literally went home. Like, they were freaked out. But I think every one of us has that threshold.
Yeah.
So I think there's that fear threshold. But I don't know, man. It's super weird.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, have things been different since we did everything? Or
So, interestingly enough, yes, like, things have been different since the experiment has taken place. In the respect that now, like, that group, just as an example, that group that left 30 minutes after check-in, right? That was the same night as the last session that you guys did. So the last session took place, just a few hours transpired, and then here's the group. And they took off. So I'm like, okay, it really makes you wonder then, like, what was going on with that. Now, as far as any other group after that, nothing really significant or noteworthy has been happening. So I'm almost expecting something here within the next day or two, probably something significant, something that would send a group out the door or something like that. But I don't know, man. Like, it was also interesting because we were just talking to some people.
Yeah.
They were doing, I think, dowsing rods or whatever in Gracie's room. And they said, like,
Bill,
can you leave? You know, like, are you able to leave? She said, yeah, I can leave. But apparently is choosing to be here because she likes it here. Like, this is home or what have you. But she's not tied here, which makes me feel a lot better about things, for sure. So honestly, I think that experiment, I think that was a success from just that conversation that we had.
Yeah.
I would call that a win for sure.
Okay. Was there anybody here with me? One or anyone else? If you're here, can you tell me your name or say here over the radio?
pressure to find out that you
That was interesting. I heard here, but then it sounded like someone said one moved on, but it was quick, and I don't know if that was just my brain, like pareidolia or
Right. Well, so if the one is here, say the one.
Yeah, say the one. Say one like you usually do.
I'll tell you that. The other? There's 70s?
I heard the others and then their 70s. But yeah. I'm getting things that would be like normal before the one would show up in the past.
Let's try Rebecca's room.
Okay.
Let's try Rebecca's room. Because normally she stays in there, she doesn't come out. So let's see if she's
Yeah.
able to leave.
Rebecca, if you're still here, can you let us know over this radio? That was a man's voice that said, "Bless you," and there's light.
What was the last thing you said?
There's light.
That's
I don't think she's there. It doesn't feel like she's in there anymore.
Yeah, it does. It feels. Well, it feels lighter or like not. Yeah.
There's no magic to that.
There's some magic to that. So. Okay. I'd say one thing, we can go up to Susie's room and check too.
Yeah, we can check her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Susie, you there? Or are you able to move on?
It's never seen.
Susie, are you still here?
Between scramble these three to be would help you and either be domestic.
I'm getting a man's voice. It's the same, like he said or it's done and no. So I'm not getting the normal Susie.
Right.
Susie, if you're still here, you can come tell me.
That's indeed messages are planned.
Master plan.
Try to deal with
Your plane?
A master plan. I don't know if. I'm not getting Susie though, which yeah. She's usually like, yeah, she's not afraid of me ever, so.
Right, yeah. I don't feel... Whoever the male was in there, I feel was keeping her there, and he stayed behind. So...
Yeah.
Lewis has popped on and said he heard between. Oh man, Travis, how are you feeling about this? Like, we're not getting anybody that we called forth on the radio. You're getting everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new place to investigate now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, and we'll see. They're always welcome to come visit, but yeah.
It was really neat.
Want to get your thoughts too on the fact that we got the one was a patient here, maybe, or something along those lines, and he was upset. Yeah.
Super weird, but also totally feasible.
Yeah.
So numerous times I've had the thought that, well, maybe the one was the gentleman that ran this place, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the one was just somebody that lived here with a God complex.
Yeah.
Type A personality, anything. I make laundry list of reasons why that could happen. Totally feasible. And walks around like he's cock of the walk, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, I'm louder than you. And of course, like if they're scared, they're leaving. He's coming.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
And that's what Ashley was getting, was that he was,
That's it.
like, he basically just pushed everybody out of the way and was like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I could totally see that happening because you're in a facility like this or whatever, you have all types of different personalities and people that are just all living on top of one another.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like absolutely that's a thing. And they're like, oh, it's that guy again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's just that guy again.
He never shuts
Yeah.
up or gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Or
something.
rather,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably what they feel like when they see me walk through the door.
Yeah.
Like, God, here we go again.
They call me idiot all the time, so
All
that
the
makes
time, yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
Feel that.
Okay.
Can you tell me your name?
looking for me. Or having trauma, we.
I heard heavy trauma, but I don't know. And then listeners. Can you tell me what your name is?
For every.
No.
Vitamin.
I heard it's Walt and then no.
Yeah, I heard no.
Are there still spirits here that didn't leave? Strong? Said strong folks and then leave them. Well, just to confirm, one, are you still here? If you're still here, say one. All I got was he's good.
I'll be good. The number continue to thrive.
I heard the number continues to thrive and then 4. So do we have a number 4 here now? Too old. Now it just keeps saying 4, but I don't know if they're just mocking me. But yeah. 3. So yeah, now they're just saying numbers, but yeah.
Are you?
So Lewis says he heard hasn't gone too far.
Okay.
He is our good man. He is.
He is?
You're saying what?
Well, it said you're safe, so that's, yeah.
Like running. And more ceiling. Really?
Really? Is there anything you would like to tell me before I head back downstairs?
One.
There is a 1.
These trees delivered the 6,000.
I don't know what it was 1 something delivered and then something.
It doesn't sound like the same one though.
No, this is that same male voice that's.
It's a different male.
Learn that. We get
Lewis says he heard the words one plane.
1 plane.
and
Yeah, I definitely heard 1, but yeah.
like two more. Duly commuter. Another.
Another.
Going. Ready to hot shot. I couldn't. It. And another. Research done.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna head downstairs. Thank you. You're welcome to follow me though, or you can say goodbye.
So he's president of technology.
Sounded kind of like a goodbye, but yeah. I'm not getting we're not getting that same 1. Where he just repeats 1 and then yeah.
How's it feel?
It feels quiet, but yeah. I'll have to see how it feels throughout coming back because yeah.
Yeah.
But it feels like when it goes dead, it's just quiet and just kind of nothing. So it feels like that though, but
Right. You have to see if you can find Josh and see how he feels about it.
Yeah, we can do that. I think he's downstairs.
Right. I don't feel super drained. I actually feel like something now. Like last time I was like really drained and really struggling towards the end because I was sending healing energy to the one and Rebecca. And I feel like because I was sending that to the one, I don't know, my heart really went out to him because not that you guys, I mean, like Inch is very angry.
Yeah.
And then kind of as our time went on and the more people interacted with him, it seemed like he got quieter and not nearly as aggressive. Like he just was more like becoming an observer of like who was coming in instead of me, 111, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like how he was. I have to say I'm really excited. Like I'm like, whoa. So it will be, I mean, I feel like the real test is like when, you guys close up shop and then come back in and start, kind of doing your thing and seeing what comes up, what doesn't come up. But I mean, Rebecca was stuck. Susie was stuck. Gracie's probably the only one we didn't really explore to see if she was still hanging around. Oh, Josh, how does it feel? Like, just tell me how it feels. You don't know anything that's going on. Just how does it feel now?
Feels good.
All right.
That's scary.
Okay.
Hey guys.
The back door opened and he opened and no one was there, so we were kind of like, what?
Oh yeah, we're hanging out. Let's do it.
That's one thing we can go check is go check Gracie's room.
Yeah, let's go check Gracie. See, because she's the one that I'm really curious about.
Gracie, are you still here?
People anyway is not turned off.
Gracie, if you're still here, can you let me know?
Because the one from then like this
Someone just said hi. Who was that said hi?
Well, where you're out of the park.
Now I'm getting multiple highs, but can you? This is Sherry.
It doesn't sound like it's the same person that was in there prior. It was very, I don't want to say glitchy, but like it, yeah. I mean, it almost sounded like somebody was like glitching as they were talking. It doesn't sound like that at all.
Yeah.
And there were two voices that said hi, and that there was like a woman's voice too but it didn't sound like Gracie. Yeah.
How does it feel in there right now? Like I know you said the smell was different. Does it feel different?
It feels lighter, but I've never gotten a feeling in Gracie's room, and I don't know if I've had people say that she has a crush on me, but I don't know.
Aww.
Yeah, it's a lady told me that Gracie thought I was a hot stud muffin or something, but yeah. So I don't know.
It was just her telling you that. Blaming it on a ghost.
Yeah. Well, if there's anybody that's here that's talking to me or saying hi, can you let me know if the spirits that wanted to move on moved on?
All right.
All right.
Stop. You've got any wire.
Did they move on? I got like she looked and then risked. And the number 4 again, but I don't know if
you call me second,
well, all I want to know is if they moved on. Can you tell me a yes or a no?
more than just replace the office.
I got a friend can return.
Because that was it. Warranty. Your report.
And now they're just saying numbers. I got 20. I don't know. Maybe they think we're playing a counting game now.
Maybe. It honestly, like you going through it, it feels like a different place now. Like it feels like you actually have a new place to investigate.
Yeah.
Bree says that her grandfather had a wife named Sheila.
Oh, okay. Well, are there spirits still in the building that are associated with this building, or are you all from outside of the building? I don't know. I heard like Bo Jackson, but that might have been just I don't know. And then I heard here we're staying.
All right, I thought I heard the word hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Really smoke.
So I'm here and then really strong smoke. But it didn't sound like Gracie. It was a woman's. Yeah, it sounded like a younger woman.
Did that place ever have a history of a fire by chance?
Yeah, there's in the attic. There's actually still burn marks from the old chimney. There was a small fire in like the '60s, but they got it out before it really did any damage.
That's interesting. Because like I said, it feels like now that some of these spirits are cleared out, you got others that are like coming up, and it's going to be investigated. So that's wild, man.
Cough? Is there a fire right now? And I'm wet? In the top.
Strengths and weakness.
Huh, that's interesting. It's weird because because it would have been a nursing home at that time. So yeah. And this almost sounds like a nurse.
Yeah.
Wait,
I just heard listen, Doc. That's interesting. It's almost like I'm picking up, like residual people just talking or reliving things that are happening here.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm excited to see what happens because I mean, like personally, my belief and theory is that unless something's trapping a spirit somewhere, like they're free to go wherever. So I'm curious to see who comes or what. Yeah, who comes and visits it. Because that's one thing I've always just tried is everybody thinks they have to pay for like a a haunted location to go investigate, and it's like, no, there's spirits all around. They're not talking to you because you're not trying to talk to them, or
I don't know, Travis. It feels pretty good so far.
Yeah.
So feels like they were finally able to cross on and cross over.
Yeah, that was cool though. The way, like someone touched me on the shoulder.
Yeah.
That makes me, That makes me wonder, because like I was telling you earlier, that I've gotten St. Michael over the radio up in the bloody hallway before, and I just didn't really, I mean, I knew who St. Michael was, and but I never really just kind of, I didn't think anything of it at the time.
Yeah, I've connected with him before. When I was accessing my Akashic records, St. Michael told me what my soul purpose was going to be, and it was to teach people about love. And I was really taken back by that, because I'm not really a lovey-dovey person. I'm a pretty loving person, but like it took me back, where it was like, really? That's really what my soul purpose is? Or he's asking if we have any marks from the touch.
I don't know. I didn't even think to look. Let me put this down and then I'll check. Yeah, nothing, no marks, but
No marks.
No, when we did the thing,
Mm-hmm.
it felt like someone put their hand on my shoulder.
Yeah, just almost as like a goodbye, see you later kind of thing. Thanks for your help.
Yeah. That's crazy though, I'm not getting like one or any, like, yeah, but the other stuff is like, we got, there's a fire, cough, stuff like that. So I'm thinking maybe something from the fire in the 60s.
I mean, there's 5 fires.
Oh, there's 5?
To the structure, we just don't know. Like upstairs is the only place you can see damage.
Yeah.
But I do know of 5 different fires throughout this building's life.
Okay.
That happened, yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I know. Hopefully never again.
Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. There's been 5 different fires here.
Right.
So yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you. Yeah.
Dude, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I think this was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was a cool experiment. And again, it seems to have worked.
Yeah.
So that's really, really awesome. And I don't know. I would suggest, like, even more places, like, consider doing something like that.
Yeah.
Just to see what happens with activity or potential activity. Like, that is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We'll be back next weekend to do kind of like the follow-up live stream and just see if any,
Which that'll be cool, too.
Yeah.
That'll be super cool. Because I'm sure more will happen before then, even. So
Oh, yeah.
it'll give us even more to talk about.
I'm curious just to see if anybody new comes, like
Oh, my God.
someone that was kind of like pushed back and now they're able to come up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody that's, I don't know.
Because, I mean, I was getting, like, the fire stuff, too, like, afterwards. Like, they were talking about a fire and all that, and it was...
Right.
Yeah.
Which we do know, like, there were 5 fires to this structure over history. The attic's the only place we can see damage, but I know for a fact, like, the kitchen, that caught on fire at one point in time. You can't see damage of that or evidence of that now, but that was rebuilt, you know, and all that stuff. But certainly the attic was not, so... Yeah.
So, just to recap, we went and visited Rebecca's room, and we did not hear her there. We went to Susie's room and did not hear her there. We went to Gracie's room and did not hear her, but we heard other voices in those rooms. It was almost like they left, and then it was like the next spirit that was in there, like, is okay, they're there now. So that's why it feels almost like a brand new place for you guys to investigate and to learn, like, who those spirits are, you know, if they want to stay or go, or however you want to go about it. And then even when you called out the one, you've heard them say the one, but not in the same voice as what the one usually spoke. And then hearing the random numbers, like, throughout as we're going to each room, as if we're playing like a numbers game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, like, I feel lighter going around, because before, in the couple of previous, interviews that we were doing, like, I could really feel some heaviness in some of those rooms, and every room we've gone into has just felt really light. I could feel the male's energy in Susie's room. he did not feel like he stayed, but I really wanted Susie and that male to be like that tether to be cut. And it feels like she was able to move on. Same thing with Gracie. It doesn't feel like she's even there anymore. So it feels like she was able to go on as well. So I'll be really interested to see, like, when you guys come back, you know, and investigate, like, what you pick up and, you know, who is still there, if anyone labels themselves as the spirits, you know, who we passed on. So, and stay tuned for our interview that will be coming up. The guys are going to go back and investigate, and then we'll probably do an investigation together to see if any of the spirits that we passed on are still coming back. The goal is where they can come back freely if they choose, but the goal was for them to be able to go and start their next chapter. So hopefully they don't ever come back, because really that place doesn't have anything to offer them unless they're just coming back to visit people who have helped them move on. So